class of 2025 and remain standing for the national anthem. Be seated. Good morning. I'm Laura Leatherwood, president of Blue Ridge Community College. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and students, it's my honor to welcome you to our spring commencement ceremony for the class of 2025. As we get started, I'd like to point out the website and QR code located on the back of today's program. You'll notice that live captions are being projected on the wall, and you're also welcome to follow along on your own device using the link provided on that page. Since our founding in 1969, Blue Ridge Community College has remained committed to student success with the mission of empowering individuals with knowledge and skills to enrich our communities and build a competitive workforce. Our first graduation was held August 20th, 1971, when we proudly celebrated 14 graduates. Today, more than 50 years later, the success of our college's mission is clear. Over the course of 2 ceremonies, we're honoring more than 350 graduates who are earning approximately 400 credentials, each one preparing students for vital, in-demand careers that support our local workforce and community. We're incredibly proud of every graduate crossing the stage today. Your achievements represent the heart of our mission and the transformative power of education. To our graduates, it is with immense pride that I welcome you to this momentous occasion as you step into the next phase of your journey, both personally and professionally. Your dedication to learning and growth has brought you here. Your credential from Blue Ridge Community College is more than just a piece of paper. It's a reflection of your perseverance, your academic excellence, and your readiness to make meaningful contributions to your field and the world around you. I know I speak for everyone here when I say we are proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2025. Graduates, today is not only a celebration of your accomplishments, it's also a meaningful day for the many people who have supported you along the way. Your family, your friends, scholarship donors, your instructors, your classmates, and countless others who have stood by you, cheering for you, believing in your potential from the very beginning. Many of them are here with us today, beaming with pride. Let's take a moment to recognize and thank them for the important role they played in your success. Graduates, let's give them a round of applause. Next, I'd like to shine a spotlight on another remarkable group, our outstanding faculty and staff. These individuals wear many hats. They're educators, mentors, supporters, and guides. Their dedication, both inside and outside our labs and classrooms, has shaped the paths of each graduate we celebrate today. Because of their commitment, our graduates stand here confident, capable, and ready to make their mark on the world. Graduates, our faculty and staff not only believe in the power of education, but they believe in you. Let's show our faculty and staff our deepest appreciation with a big round of applause. As our commencement begins, I also want to extend special recognition to our esteemed friends of the college who are with us today. Their invaluable support demonstrated through leadership, volunteerism, and generous contributions has been instrumental in strengthening every effort of our work and studies. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing, and we will show our appreciation by applause after all the names have been read. From our Blue Ridge Community College Board of Trustees, Chairman Chip Gould, Kathy Childress, Dr. Jan King, Betty Gash. From our Foundation Board, Tom Murrell, President, Chip Gould, Jim Casares, Brett Miller, Carolyn Alley. From our Henderson County Commissioners, Bill Lapsley, Transylvania County Commissioner Jason Chappell, our community ambassador, other friends of the college, Max Kraus, sorry, Max. Thank you all for all you do to support the work of Blue Ridge Community College. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also like to recognize and give special thanks to those assisting in today's ceremony. This includes our honor marshals from the student leadership of Blue Ridge Community College and our sign language interpreters, Sherilyn Small and Matthew Biddy. Thank you all for your support. At this time, we pause to honor the individuals among us who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Blue Ridge Community College is proud of its deep-rooted tradition of recognizing and respecting the service of our nation's veterans. Their courage and sacrifices have helped safeguard the freedoms that allow us to gather here today, to live, to learn, and to pursue our dreams. To our veterans, thank you. Your contributions will never be forgotten. If you are a veteran, we invite you to now stand or raise your hand if you so choose, so we may express our gratitude. Please join me in offering a heartfelt thank you to all of our veterans. During today's ceremony, you will notice that many of our graduates are wearing white cords to signify that they are honor graduates. These accomplished students have reached their graduation day with an impressive grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Please check your program for a full listing of our cords and their significance. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce today's graduation speaker, Mike Krause. Currently serving as the Managing Director of the John M. Belk Endowment, Mr. Krause is a great friend and advocate for higher education and for Blue Ridge Community College. He brings over 15 years of experience in public policy and higher education leadership to his work, including service as the Director of Higher Education for the state of Tennessee and the founding director of Tennessee Promise, the nation's first free community college program. Mike attended college as a non-traditional student after 6 years of service in the United States Army. With the Army, he completed 3 combat tours with the 101st Airborne Division and was awarded the Bronze Star Medal during Operation Iraqi Freedom. He began his studies at a community college, took night classes while serving his country, and later earned his bachelor's degree from Austin Peay State University, as well as a master's in public policy from Vanderbilt University. Today, he is known as a passionate advocate for community colleges in North Carolina, and he's a constant supporter of adult learners. Please join me in welcoming Mike Krause to the podium.
I will tell you what else I am known as today, and that is the giver of a short commencement speech. It's going to be super short. I'm also known as someone that does not follow my own script. So none of those words are likely going to match up with what I'm about to say. So just buckle up. My goal is really to recognize the fact that this commencement ceremony is about you all, the graduates. It's about your families that supported you. It's about the faculty who shepherded you across this line. Too often, commencement speakers get up and talk about themselves. I'm definitely not going to do that. I do want to talk about 3 things. First, I want to talk about Blue Ridge. I want to talk about this college for a moment. I've spent most of my civilian adult life working around community colleges, and I'm here to tell you something you probably already know, which is this is a special place. It's a special place because we're the only country in the world that has an institution that you can show up at the door with no education and find yourself leaving with a credential that leads to the most important thing, a good job, in 2 years or less. That's really special. And I know everybody here has their rooting loyalties around big college sports, and so universities end up taking up a lot of the bandwidth, but I will tell you, community colleges are the engines of America. They are certainly the economic engine of this region. And so you should be really proud to be a graduate from here. Blue Ridge is also special because of who leads it. So one of the really cool things about my current role is I get to travel and work with all 58 community colleges in North Carolina. I know every president in this state, and I am here to tell you that Dr. Leatherwood is the best of the best. You may not know everything that she is balancing every day, especially these last few months. But you can be assured that when she wakes up and goes to bed, she is doing it with one thought, your success as students. And she brings that to the table in everything she does. And so I hope you'll join me now in thanking Dr. Leatherwood for everything she does for Blue Ridge. Twice. twice in a day. She is super mad at me for doing this, and I also did it during the first commencement. I may do it later. We don't know. See where it goes. The second thing I do want to talk about is y'all, the graduates. Hundreds of stories sitting here right now. You each have your own. I do want to share just a few of them that I think illustrate what is always true about community college stories. Community college stories are about grit and perseverance. So these are just a few of the stories from the class of 2025. One of your fellow graduates found himself jobless in the middle of COVID. He was a young father with a daughter, another one on the way. He had already been working in the healthcare field, and he thought he would try his hand at nursing. And in his own words, here's what he had to say about his Blue Ridge experience. The Blue Ridge Community College nursing program has been a godsend. Without the consistent and sacrificial love of my wife and the caring attitude and exceptional teaching of my nursing instructors, I highly doubt I would be where I am now, having just been hired into the Mission Hospital Emergency Department as a new graduate. So where else but Blue Ridge Community College could you find yourself going from being a laid-off textile worker to starting a new job making a great salary at one of the region's best hospitals? To me, that is a story that illustrates what Blue Ridge is about. Another one of your fellow graduates has walked a pretty harrowing path. Many of you all know her in her student government service, but by her own description, Brittany Wallen's story is deep, chaotic, and real. She walked through a childhood that was traumatic and found herself as a young teenager then traveling down a path that was less than promising. And then in 2023, in her own words, she says, "I prayed and asked God to show me the person who He wants me to be and how I could use my life experiences for the good of others. A few days later, I was able to go back to school full-time and start the Human Services Social Work program at Blue Ridge." Brittany has leaned into her time here at Blue Ridge, and she has the aspiration to be a walking billboard of what resilience looks like. She serves in her community as a guardian ad litem for Henderson County. She serves on the board of the Henderson County Foster Parent Association. She's done all of that while maintaining a near-perfect GPA. And following her graduation today, she's going to be enrolling in Western, like many of you all, to pursue a bachelor's degree in social work. As is so often the case, the faculty that work with y'all every day are the ones that capture the story best. And here's what Andy Craven, one of her instructors, says. "In my 20 years as a social worker, I watched clients crumble for less than what Brittany has overcome, and yet she shows up every day. She is the embodiment of Maya Angelou's quote, 'I can be changed by the things that happen to me, but I refuse to be reduced by them.' She inspires not only her peers, but me." And I can assure you that Brittany has inspired me too, and I think everybody in this room. And that is a Blue Ridge Community College story that I think would uniquely happen here. It shows what's special about this campus. It shows what's special about these faculty and staff that pour themselves into you all to get you to a day like today. And we can't wait to see what Brittany does next. Final point I'd like to make, 2 requests of y'all. First, please make sure this college is not a secret. I always hear the phrase, Blue Ridge is the best kept secret in the region. That's not good. We don't want Blue Ridge to be a secret. We want to make sure that people know your lives are different because of the credential you're about to get. And so please pay this forward and reach out to somebody in your circle of friends, via text preferably, today after the ceremony, and say, hey, you should look into Blue Ridge. I think you'll be shocked by what your story will do to compel somebody in a way that nothing else can. So please be thinking about who you can reach out to. The second request, I'm an Appalachian. These mountains make me happy. This is a special region. This region's been through something none of us could have imagined the last year. Different kind of year. And this region needs you. So my request is, as best you can, make your home and your career in these mountains. A good friend of mine who's a community college president, he made an observation during the height of Helene that every single first responder, police, EMS, fire, nursing, electrical linemen had something in common. They all went to a community college to get those credentials. And so the irony is now as the region seeks to rebuild, guess who will be on the front lines of rebuilding? The same people people that went to community colleges that have the skills that the region needs. And so as we think back, none of us are ever going to forget what that time was like. Because it's Appalachia, I don't think any of us ever doubted that recovery was ahead. That's kind of in our DNA. But that recovery requires now your talents. And I hope you will consider leveraging what you've learned at Blue Ridge to lead this community now. Not back to where it was before the storm, but somewhere better. Really proud of you all. Thank you for letting me be part of today. 5 minutes on the dot. Have a great day.
Thank you, Mr. Krause, for celebrating our hardworking graduates today. We appreciate all you do for learners and educators in our state, and your words mean a lot to each of us. And now, Vice President for Instruction, Kathy Allen, will present our graduates.
Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. Leatherwood, these are the candidates for the associate degree, diploma, and certificate. On behalf of these fantastic faculty at Blue Ridge Community College, I present these candidates to you for graduation.
As president of Blue Ridge Community College, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the North Carolina State Board of Community Colleges, I hereby confer these degrees, diplomas, and certificates upon the candidates from the 2025 graduating class. You may be seated.
Sarah Ann Ballou, Associate in Arts. Natividad Angela Mateo Ordonez, Associate in Arts. Jules Jean-Luc Bidard, Associate in Arts. Seth Lee Bridges, Associate in Arts. Catherine Giselle Sid Hernandez, Associate in Science. Cheyenne Divinity Clayton, Welding Technology. Kirsten Scarlett Dean, Office Administration. Rain Ashley English, Associate in Arts, cum laude. Alexandra Jordan Farrell, Associate in Arts. Abram Fletcher, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. Katie Fletcher, Associate in Arts. Max Grady Fletcher, Collision Repair and Refinishing Technology. Nathaniel Overton Fogel, Associate in Engineering, cum laude. Kaylee Lynn Fouché, Associate in Arts, summa cum laude. Joseph Arthur Foster Franklin, Associate in Arts, cum laude. Natalia Gomez, Associate in Science. Yasmin Garcia Torres, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Micah Levi Gazaway, Associate in Arts. Kate Elizabeth Gilligan, Associate in Arts. Stephen James Gosnell, Associate in Engineering, cum laude. Kendall Marie Gwynn, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. Elijah Wyatt Hale, Associate in Science. Jonah Zane Hatch, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Hernandez, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. Karen Daniela Hernandez Hernandez, Associate in Arts. Gabrielle McKinley Hightower, Associate in Science. Kaylee Michelle Hodges, Horticulture Technology, summa cum laude. Brooke Holbert, Associate in Arts and Early Childhood Education Preschool, magna cum laude. Sketch Stone Huggins, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Jessica Sathya Priya Jayachandran, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Haley Lynn Kessler, Associate in Science. Bryce Anthony Linden, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Alyssa Emily Mayu, Associate in Arts. Wendy Nanette Maldonado, Associate in Fine Arts, Visual Arts. Michelle Elizabeth Maloney, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Bradley Noel Martinez Rubio, Welding Technology, Industrial Welding, and Multiple Plate Welding, summa cum laude. Seth Elijah May, Automotive Systems Technology. Ella K. McKenzie, Associate in Science, magna cum laude. Kenley Bryson Meese, Criminal Justice Technology, cum laude. Madison Flowers Montgomery, Associate in Arts. Rodney Kenneth Morgan, Automotive Systems Technology. Nicholas Jason Morway, Associate in Science, summa cum laude. Noah Vaughn Meislick, Associate in Arts. John Emerson Nossiter, Associate in Science, summa cum laude. Madison Jane Ogden, Associate in Arts. Diego Ornelas, Associate in Engineering, summa cum laude. Pisutipong Oak, Associate in Engineering, summa cum laude. Jackson Trace Owen, Welding Technology, cum laude. Laura Ashley Owenby, Business Administration, cum laude. Kevin Padilla, Welding Technology. Ashley Monroy Patino, Associate in Arts, cum laude. Sarah Paige Perrin, Medical Office Administration. Molly Claire Perry, Associate in Arts. Brooklyn Pruitt, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. Jimena Quintero, Associate in Science. Luis Alonso Ramos Amaya, Mechatronics Engineering Technology. Emily Ann Reynolds, Associate in Arts in Accounting and Finance Core, summa cum laude. Brandon Cole Rhodes, Associate in Arts. Hunter Rodriguez Ordaz, Associate in Science. Eric Brian Rosas Escamilla, Mechatronics Engineering Technology. Jeff Rue, Associate in Engineering, cum laude. Jennifer Stephanie Salus Orihuela, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. Joel Santos Castillo, General Occupational Technology, Wingate Pre-Pharmacy. Skylar Dawn Shelton, Associate in Arts. Tristan Mitchell Shelton, Associate in Arts. Mia Ann Shin, Associate in Arts, summa cum laude. Alec Michael Smolensky, Associate in Arts. Severin Abelardo Thorison, Associate in Engineering, summa cum laude. Sawyer Davis Tolbert, Associate in Science. Keith Tran, Associate in Science, summa cum laude. Avery Wenz Moore, Mechatronics Engineering Technology, magna cum laude. Chasney James West, Associate in Science. Heather Grace Wetzel, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. William Landry Whitaker, Horticulture Technology, summa cum laude. Daniel Wicker, Welding Technology, summa cum laude. Ariana Lee Williams, Associate in General Education, Nursing. Dakota Hunter Youngblood, Welding Technology, magna cum laude.
Class of 2025, you did it, and what a journey it has been. Today is more than a celebration of your academic success, though you've certainly earned it. Today is also a celebration of your strength and determination. Together, we recognize your refusal to give up, even when, for many of you, life hurled the unimaginable your way. These past several months, you didn't just meet the demands of college, you did it while facing one of the greatest natural disasters and recovery efforts our region has ever seen. This, on top of all the other obstacles and responsibilities you already faced in life. But you stood firm, you studied hard day and night. You worked a job or several, you cared for children or family. You repaired homes and neighborhoods, you made ends meet. But more importantly, graduate, you adapted and you grew. And now, graduate, you've triumphed. This graduation day is a powerful reminder that adversity doesn't define you, but it shapes you. It prepares you for what's ahead. And sometimes it even reveals strength you didn't know you had. Community college graduates are among the most resilient and resourceful people there are, and no one will ever convince me otherwise. You have turned obstacles into stepping stones, built bridges where there were walls, and that perseverance is your superpower. It is proof that when things fall apart, you have the strength to rebuild not just yourself, but your whole community. And hear this, we need you. As our region continues to recover and rebuild, you carry more than a college credential. You carry hope. You carry hope for our families, our neighbors, our businesses, our industries, our workforce, and future generations in Western North Carolina. With your education in hand, you're ready to reimagine, to innovate, to lead, and to lift others up. As Mr. Krause stated earlier, this college is a place where things become possible. As Blue Ridge graduates, you have the knowledge, the fortitude, and now the confidence to expand your profession and make a difference. You also join thousands of alumni who have your back. So today isn't just a finish line, it's a starting gate. Because of your Blue Ridge education and all of your life experiences, you have never been more prepared for what comes next. Today, you step into your future with the knowledge that you can stare down any hardship, climb up higher, and reach your summit. I urge each of you, don't stop here. Keep building, keep rebuilding, and keep dreaming. Use your voice, your skills, and your passion to make this world better, because if you can do this, I believe you can do anything. Class of 2025, we believe in you, and we are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see the future that you create. Congratulations. Now, it's the time you've been waiting for. At this time, it's my privilege to complete your transition from student to graduate. Will the class of 2025 please stand? You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance. Please rise and remain at your seat until all graduates have recessed. Once the graduates have recessed, please follow them to gather outside or in the lobby of our Bo Thomas Auditorium across the street in the Sync building. And once again, congratulations to the class of 2025.